Hey, this is Peter from Pete's Diary, and welcome to my Rig Rundown series. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about one of my favorite guitars. This is a 2012 Gibson SG Standard that I got at Norman's Rare Guitars in late summer, early fall of 2022. So I picked up this guitar. I wasn't really looking, at Norman's, but when you're at Norm's, there's always something that kind of catches your eye. It's dangerous shopping in there. Or, even if you're not shopping, you're gonna end up walking out with something. But basically, the reason why I did decide to pick up this SG is I didn't really have a standard. I have of course, it's like right where I'm sitting, but right behind me, we'll talk about that later too. But I have a faded, and that guitar is really sentimental and special to me. I kind of wanted to keep it safe, because it's like the beginner guitar, right? It's got a lot of special memories with it, from learning, early riffs and all that. So just to kind of keep that safe, and to kind of replace something as a live guitar. That's basically what I wanted this thing to fill the role of. I was looking for an instrument that I could play live. And then I could really kind of start to, I guess, beat up. So that's mainly the reason I got it, was to use it live, as a live tool. And it fit the bill perfectly, trying it out at Norm's. The neck is probably my favorite feature on this guitar. It's very flat, very thin. So, it's my favorite neck to play on. It's very thin, you can move around on it really easily. I think the pickups too are, from what I understand when I was looking at stuff, on what these guitars came in stock with, I think they're 57, Gibson's 57 pickups, or 57 classics, I think that's what they're called. So, pretty good, punch to them. So yeah, basically, overall the reason why I did decide to walk out of Norm's with this was to use it as a live guitar. And it served this role perfectly. It's my favorite guitar to use live. It feels perfect for that role. So the main reason why I love the SG so much, this is the third one that I've gotten so far. The reason why I love it so much, I'm obviously, if you know me, I'm a huge AC/DC fan. Angus is my all-time favorite guitar player. Huge influence on me. So of course, Angus is definitely, one of the reasons for picking up the SG. But it's kind of funny because I didn't really, I'm like, okay, it's fine that, Angus is a huge influence, but what's my kind of sound? Or, how can I develop my own voice as a player? And I've, messed around with a bunch of other guitars, but I always keep coming back to the SG, mainly because, it's lightweight. I call SGs a no BS guitar. Basically, the reason why I love the SG so much, it's lightweight. I'm very short, so, some guitars can look pretty big on me. So, the SG is a bit smaller to move around on, and it's a bit easier to play. And also, the neck is really flat and thin, too. If you don't know, I was born with no muscle in my left thumb. So some chunkier necks, they're not impossible to play, but they can be pretty difficult to play. So the thin and flat neck of the SG just kind of, it fits my hand a lot better than some other necks. And weight too. I also have a bad back. So the lightweight of the SG, it just kind of hits all the marks, for I guess what I need, to play. And also, it looks cool. I guess that's, subjective, but I think it looks really cool. One of the other reasons why I always keep coming back to the SG is the sound. It's not quite as, it doesn't have quite the bottom end of a Les Paul. It's kind of, it's got a bit more of a, I guess, mid-range, more treble kind of sound. It's got a great bite to it, which I really, really like. It's got a really great sound that I've always kind of been drawn to. So it's got a really great, it's a great rock guitar sound. And I mean, not just rock, I've used it for some blues stuff, and it really kind of fits the bill for a lot of different styles and sounds. It's really versatile. So the other reason I love this guitar is because of how reliable it is. No matter what kind of situation I might be in, if I'm doing, rock or blues or or metal, any type of situation, I know that, with the type of sound that this guitar has, I always know that I can use it in any type of situation. It's really cool. So something that I've noticed is, different and kind of unique with this guitar out of, all the other guitars I have is the pots. I don't quite know how to describe it, but, if you use kind of, especially if you're familiar with the Gibsons and stuff, when you roll back the volume, it cleans up, but I guess it also feels like it gets quieter. Does that make any sense? But with this guitar, what I've noticed is when you roll back the volume, it's still, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It still sounds like, or feels like it's on 10 with the way you're picking, but just kind of brought down a little bit, which I actually really like. And it makes me think of Angus again, because, he kind of does that. It's that whole 70s thing, with the volume. You roll it back for the rhythm and stuff, and then, that's your boost for your leads, right? You put it back on 10. That's something that I noticed that this guitar does really well. You roll it back the volume, it still feels like it's, on 10, but with the volume down, just kind of that variation. So that pretty much sums up everything that I can think of right now on this SG. Like I said, one of my favorite live guitars. It's a really inspiring instrument to play, and I really love all the different sounds that you can get out of it. Now, we got a lot more guitars to go, so I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye.